Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Steve from Aquatic Forest. Just wanted to give you guys an update about our 30-gallon long setup planted tank. So far, it's doing pretty well. This is an update, and we have our night crew light running, which we covered in the last video, and it's been doing pretty well. It's been providing a good amount of light actually, and the plants seem to be responding pretty well to it. Now most of these are like low to medium light plants, so low to medium light plants, and looks like they're doing pretty well. I can't really gauge the growth rate yet, but we have everything, all the essentials set up. We have a CO2 tank here on the side right here, which supplies CO2. We have the basics right now. So far we have temperature gauge, we have our diffuser right there, we have a 100-watt heater, have a hang on the back filter there. Only in the beginning I had it on to filter out the murky stuff and the particles floating around in the water, the microparticles. Right now it's off, and what's providing a flow is this one. It's a little power head that I have behind the moss, as you can see right here. Like a generic power head from Amazon, and it's been providing enough flow. So you can see there's some duckweed on the top that's moving, and we introduced some zebra danios so that there's something to look at. And this tank sits on a stand, which is an IKEA kind of shelf. Yeah, we put our wine here too. And it's been pretty strong. The stand is pretty strong, and I think it's good for aquarium keeping. We bought the one with the glossy finish. It seems to be a little more durable than the one with the matte finish, and it's easier to wipe too. And so yeah, we have some plants here for now. These are just some tester plants and some plants that we plan to grow. Over here in the corner we have some Bacopa moneri. We have some pearlweed here. Hasn't started really pearling yet, but hoping to get it to start pearling soon. We have some Rotala walichi, some water wisteria. These, I don't know why, but like when you buy them from the aquarium, the leaves look a little different because they grow it out of water, and when you grow them underwater, the leaves kind of turn into it doesn't look like this, like one big flappy piece of leaf, but it's more like a frond. It's kind of like a fern almost. It's got some thin leaves with some patterns on there. So yeah, they're underwater leaves. So we have to wait for that to grow, the underwater leaves. Plants tend to look different when you grow them outside of water. So you can see it got a Siamese or Chinese algae eater, and it's doing its job. It's got them about 2 days ago to clean the leaves, and it's doing a good job. And in the middle we have some Italian val, the tall ones right here. And we have some dwarf sag in the front. Hopefully these will get a little healthier soon. And I have some Rotala orange juice right here. And we have a cryptocorin vendetti over here. Looks like I probably need to trim some of the roots off so that I can plant it down. Sometimes when the roots are too big, it's hard to plant down, and you have to trim some of it so that it could stay on the underneath the, can get a grip on the substrate. A little more pearl weed in the front. In the back we have some mermaid, it's like mermaid grass. And then right here we have a Madagascar lace plant. I think actually the Madagascar lace plant looks very unique. I want to try to get this one back up to health. I found it in one of my tanks, and it was like covered by rotala and didn't get much light. So hopefully over here it'll get more light and recover. And over here we have some S. repens, Styrogen repens. I really like this plant. It's kind of like a mid-ground plant. Doesn't really grow tall. Overall, a very nice looking plant. And then in the back we have some white Ludwigia. It's a very has a lot of leaves. It's very dense, this plant, and when it grows out it looks almost like a rotala, but it looks a lot leafier, and the leaves grow out kind of like a light yellow whitish color, which looks really nice. And over here we have some Christmas moss. Probably need to move this into another tank because it's actually covering a lot of light. And then on the top we have some floaters, looks like some pearl weed that needs to be planted down again. And we have some duckweed, we have some water lettuce. Water lettuce is kind of like a bigger floater. There you can see it. There's some fragment of a water lettuce. Water lettuce is a lot bigger. You can see right here. Here's one. These guys, they look pretty nice when you float them on top. And they have roots that actually grow down into the water. And when you have a lot of them, it actually creates this effect that looks kind of like a jungle. It looks nice. Now, right now I have the lights turned on for 6 hours a day in the evening, and I have the CO2 running for 8 hours a day. So I have it turn on 1 hour before the light turns on, and I have it run another hour after the light turns off. And I've gotten some pretty good results doing that. I'm not sure if there's a more efficient way to use CO2, but yeah, for now, this is still not the time to run the CO2, so that's why there's no CO2 running right now, but it will run. Simply turned on this light just to check it out during the daytime, and to show you guys what's going on. Also, the critters that are in here, we have a Siamese algae eater as the cleaning crew. We have some zebra danios. We have 2 guppies. I put them in as tester fish. I have a lot of guppies in my other tank, which I'll cover later. I have this molly. Originally I had it in salt water to clean up some algae, and I moved them back into here because it didn't look like it was doing too well in salt water. And in here he looks like he's a lot happier. This is a male, and yeah, maybe we'll find him a female so that he could be happy to have a companion. And I avoided getting shrimp in here because I'm hoping that these zebra danio would spawn. I want it to be able to spawn because I know that when they drop eggs, the shrimp go after it, and so you can't really reproduce zebra danio when you have shrimp in the tank. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Maybe I might have to take the guppies out and the molly, put him into another tank so that the zebra danios can reproduce. You can see they're kind of chasing after one another already. So there's a chance that the zebra danios could reproduce in here. That would be cool to see. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, guys. I just want to show you guys an update of the tank, and hopefully next time we'll see a big difference once the tank stabilizes, or it stabilizes even more. But plants probably need to spend a little time in here before it starts taking off. So right now it's seems like it's the calm before the real growth happens. All right, well, see you guys next time. Thanks for tuning in.